They are crucial in getting food on your table. Migrant workers who are on the job during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there are reports that there are hundreds of cases at these farms here in Ontario, as advocates are calling on the government to step in.
Our concerns and our pleas for support were met with silence. And this is as a result of the last couple of weeks. We've only seen a tremendous spike in the cases of agricultural workers in general, but specifically migrant agricultural workers.
According to Justice for Migrants, 442 farm workers have contracted the virus. 7 have been hospitalized, and the advocacy group says it expects numbers to continue climbing as there are fears and concerns expressed by precarious workers.
They came to Canada and they want to know how and what steps are going to be taken to protect them. They want to know, will there be housing inspections? Will there be workplace inspections? They don't believe that what's being done is in their best interest, only that of the employers.
The group says proper inspections aren't taking place. In some jurisdictions, employers would just need to provide photos or videos of the accommodations in order to get approval from the province, a concern they say they want the Ministry of Labour to address. It also doesn't appear that the province is keeping integrated data on migrant workers during the pandemic. The ministry says employers aren't required to notify the province if a worker contracted the virus, unless they were certain it was while working.
Many workers are fearful of speaking out because they're afraid of reprisals.
The NDP says its researchers estimate there are anywhere between 240 to 441 active cases, saying that the lack of protections in place for migrant workers is being exposed by the pandemic.
Congregate living situations, bunkhouses where they live together and share small spaces together, the lack of personal protective equipment, the lack of sanitary stations in and around their workplaces, the close contact that they have in the field or in areas that they work.
Premier Doug Ford says the province has responded to the spike in cases amongst migrant workers. 34 orders issued, 137 inspectors sent to farms, and $2 million given to employers to protect employees.
That's for PPE, and also if they need to do renovation to make sure that the workers are separated and not living in a congregate living environment. So we're going to stay on top of this, and we've asked Ontario Health to set up a program to make sure that we go out to these farms and get these workers tested.
Premier Ford adds that he hopes farms are distributing these PPEs to employees. Now, when it comes to testing, the advocacy group says migrant workers shouldn't be the only group targeted for this purpose, as that may lead to stigmatizing employees. At Queen's Park, I'm Faiza Amin for City News.